This tornado in her family would pass, Ava told herself. After all, everyone in her family knew how passionately she wanted to study medicine. The knot in her gut cautioned her to heed her father's decision and not regard it as a passing burst of anger. For the next several weeks, her father's silence and refusal to indulge her in any kind of conversation clearly indicated that she would have to face a huge upheaval in her life, which included dashed hopes of pursuing a career in medicine. To add insult to injury, she was going to be married off in a semi-arranged type of marriage. The tyranny of old-fashioned tradition, she thought bitterly. Through her early years in South Africa, Ava had managed to maneuver between her parents' extremely traditional ways and her au courant thinking. Looking back at family dinners over the past years, she realized that she'd been indulged more than most girls. She had been allowed to speak her mind as though she was a son in the family. They'd always encouraged her and seemed proud of her feisty, modern opinions as she argued against dogmatic traditions. She knew her parents were more traditional in their approach, since their own semi-arranged marriage was often cited as evidence that the old ways had proven successful. She had let it pass with a raised eyebrow of wisdom in knowing when to be quiet. Their old-fashioned thinking had never stood in the way of her happiness, that is, until now. And now it was a disastrous clash of their beliefs versus hers. With a finger over her mouth, Ava's mother gestured silence to her till her husband's fiery temper had cooled down. "Ava, darling, come, sit down. Let's talk." She patted the chair next to her at the kitchen table. Ava sat down expecting a lecture about the virtues of ancient traditions and rolled her eyes, sighing as she reluctantly slid into the seat offered to her. "I can imagine this must have come as a shock to you. But your dad and I have discussed this off and on ever since you morphed into a beautiful young woman. We thought you would always be with us while you were a sickly child for 16 long years. So, I am being punished for overcoming years of eczema and asthma? No, no, sweet one. I am trying to make you understand your dad's stance was not a simple spur-of-the-moment decision." Dina rubbed her daughter's forehead, trying to find words to soothe her. "Ava, you know there are no eligible bachelors that you like in our small Parsi community here, right?" Ava gave a glum nod, not understanding why that had anything to do with her being refused medical school in Dublin.